Coach, let's go ahead and get into it. Just your overall thoughts of what I thought was an unbelievable ball game by both teams, and it just so happened the one possession that needed to go our way didn't, and it went theirs.
Yeah, we call it 50-50 balls, and we executed. We did everything that we wanted to do, and they got offensive rebound, and it was the turning point of the game. So hats off to them, and it's tough. I tell our guys all the time, 3-point shots mean it's going to be a long rebound, and I think it eventually ended up close to half court. So they wanted it more, and that just can't happen. We got to grind it out, and we have to be a team that execute down the stretch and make those 50-50 plays. And tonight we just didn't.
And you look at the matchup between our big three and their big three. They only won it 53-52. Is there other players that stepped up? When you look at Kevin Dukes hit 2 3-pointers, and then Michael Trapp hit a big 3-pointer for them. And when they took the lead in the first half, if you could just talk about the effort by the Landons, the CJs, and Knicks tonight.
Overall, I think it was a good effort, on our part, and that's something that we're going to do. We're going to come out and fight. So, people don't have to worry about us playing hard and competing. We're going to do that. We just didn't make, we talk about making significant plays at significant times, and we didn't do that tonight. We missed layups, we missed free throws, and we did not execute down the stretch on the defensive end, and we allowed them to get a 50-50 ball. And, when you do that, you're not going to win. You can't beat the number one team in the conference when you do that. They're good enough. They don't need any help.
CJ started out pretty slow in this one, only 3 points in the first half. Was it the defense that kept him at bay, or is just what you were trying to do and what they were giving you there?
You have to understand, CJ, he docked 40 minutes tonight. So in this 5-game road swing, man, it's been crazy to say the least. So that kid is tired. He's worn, and he's giving me all he has, and he just tried to pace himself, and I think that was something that he needs to begin doing. And he's talented enough to get his looks whenever he wants to. So our initial looks were going to Dejon Mans. That's who we wanted to establish and just develop a post presence right away. And he did a good job of initiating that from the start.
I think early on, you were trying to get that post presence. Dejon did a good job, and then it seemed like the turning point in the first half was when Nick Chaston got his second foul, and it seemed like you guys had trouble getting that offensive rhythm back.
Yeah, that's tough. Nick is one of our big three, and he got a second foul, and I had to bring him to the bench, and we had to save him for the second half. And he means a lot to us. He leads us in rebounding, and just his presence in there, is beneficial towards us. So. It's such as life. It happens, and we just have to learn to recuperate and get some rest and come back next week.
Who you brought in for him, Jonathan Nicely. He played 12 minutes tonight, hit a huge jumper, 16 foot out, and we've talked to him and you about this before. He just is so confident from about 15 feet out. He's got a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he's. Everyone who puts on a uniform, the standard is winning, and we're going to hold them accountable and uphold them to that standard. So, anyone who comes in and checks at this table, they're certainly capable, and we certainly expect them to come in and contribute in a positive way. So he did tonight.
Coach, you get a couple days off. We head back on the road for 2 games, Howard and then High Point University. Still, not going to be easy either way, but you get a couple days to get ready for it.
Yeah, it's going to be another dogfight. Every MEAC game is going to be a dogfight, a 1 or 2 possession game, and we're just going to have to get our rest and grind it out.
Chris Hooks with tonight's New York Life Player of the Game, Landon Clement. Although C.J. Wilkerson played a well of a ball game, 18 points in the second half, Landon Clement paced the Eagles with 23, tying a game high with C.J. Reed. Landon, if you could, just your thoughts on the ball game and overall of the play of this team tonight.
We played well. It was some big stretches during the end of the game that we didn't come up with loose balls and offense, giving up offensive rebounds, and then they lived at the line tonight. I don't know how many free throws they shot, but it seemed like every time I turned around, they were at the free throw line. And those are points that when the clock is stopped, they're still putting points on the board, and those hurt more than any other points you can in the game of basketball.
C.J. Reed came up big for them, 10 for 12 from the line. You not so bad yourself. You're 2 for 2. C.J. 8 for 10. You guys combined for 44. And we talked about during the break of the big threes of each team kind of tying each other there. They beat you 53-52. It's just some of their role players hit some big shots. If you could, just what you thought the difference of the ball game was other than the loose balls.
You know, we got to come and bring it for 40 minutes, and we haven't had a game where we were solid in every part of the game for 40 minutes, and that's what great teams are. You know, they're solid for 40 minutes. Every possession's, you know, just important. You know, just that last possession of the game didn't lose the game for us. You know, it could have been one at the very beginning, third or fourth possession of the game where we, you know, just somebody was in the wrong spot. We didn't execute a play right. And those plays are just as important as the ones down the stretch. And, you know, tonight we just came up on the short end.
Tell us about and your thoughts on the three-pointer that you banked in that made it a one-point ball game. Did you think it was going in?
Yeah, I mean, I called bank. I called bank, but you know, yeah, it was a big shot for us. I wish I could have got my hands on the ball again there at the end and try to tie it for us, but you know, didn't work out that way. And you know, we gotta come back. You know, come to the drawing board on Wednesday. Got tomorrow off, and you know, try to get us a win on Saturday.
When you look at the way things have gone here in the MEAC portion of this schedule, we're 5-3. We're certainly sending a message to this league, and we talked about this prior to the game. We're sending that message that we're not going to come in here and be a bottom feeder. We're going to come here and compete for championships.
Oh yeah. You know, that's what Coach preaches to us all the time. You know, we got to prove to these teams that, you know, voted us out to MEAC that, you know, we belong here in this league. We can play in this league and we can compete in this league and win this league. And you know, tonight, you know, this is the #1 team. They came into our house. You know, we got to protect our home court. We didn't do that tonight, but you know, hopefully when we get it good on there, down to Bethune, we can get them back and, you know, come out on the upper hand.
We hope that's the case, Landon. Congratulations on the effort tonight. Too bad it wasn't in a win, and I know you guys are going to be hurting on that one because of the want and desire you guys have. 23 points for Landon Clement. He's tonight's New York Life Player of the Game. Landon, will be talking to you as we get ready to head to Howard.
All right, man. Appreciate it.